The Fall Guy, the newest movie. Let's talk about it. So, The Fall Guy that comes out this week, I have gone and seen it, and look, the trailers were fantastic. They've made me really excited for this film. The word of mouth of saying how good this was, my expectations were quite high. And now that I've seen it, I can safely say it delivered on every expectation and then pushed past it. This is just a delightful film that I think a lot of people are going to love. And what I really love about this film is the way that it showcases you how important the stunt crew really are in films and how we need to recognize them a lot more. Because without the stunt crew, without the stuntmen, none of the movies we get would ever happen. Like, they are such an integral part to film and giving us movies that we love, like the John Wick trilogy. You know, those type of movies, those action movies that you get. Maybe you think, oh, there's a little stunt there. That's not that much, but there's a lot to it. Obviously, we have actors like Tom Cruise who go out and do their own stunt. You know, they're an anomaly. They're not happening all the time, but there's always a stunt double. And this movie sheds light on it, and it's fantastic. And I applaud you all to stay back watching the credits because they showcase you the stunts that it did in the film. And it gives you an insight to what they actually went through and how they shot it and everything like that. And I think that's going to be a really good thing that you guys should all see as well. And obviously at the end of that, there is something that ties into the film as well. But nevertheless, the film itself, fantastic. The performances, let's get to the performances. Ryan Gosling as Cole. Fantastic. This man it becomes even more delightful to watch on the big screen every single time I see him. I don't know how he does it, but he just keeps doing it. And this is a performance that is brilliant. He nails the emotional tone that you need for this character. He nails the stunt element as well. He nails the funniness that you expect, the comedic side of this character. And then you have Emily Blunt, who I think is just brilliant in everything she is. Look, if there's a movie that says Emily Blunt is in it, I'm the first person there. I'm telling you that now. I just think she's fantastic, and I love to see what she does on the big screen. And she is fantastic. The chemistry between her and Ryan Gosling is brilliant. And Jodie and Cole, everything centers around their relationship. That's what it is all centered around. It's about their love relationship. And I really liked that story. And I really liked the dynamic between them. And what I loved is how they tied that relationship into the movie that is being made in this movie, Metal Storm. And dude, I'll tell you now, I want to see Metal Storm. I want to see that movie. Like, you know how we see movies being made in, like, for instance, The Boys. You see The Boys and you're like, I want to see the Dawn of the Seven movie. I want to see Metal Storm. I really want to see this movie come to life now. Someone make Metal Storm for me, please, because I need to see that sci-fi epic. But nevertheless, I love how they tied it into there. And there's this particular scene in there where Jodie's talking to Cole with everyone there. And, brilliant. Then you have Winston Duke. Brilliant in this movie as well. He's great. Then you have Hannah. I mean, she's fantastic in Ted Lasso. And I'm so glad she's getting more roles on the big screen now because she's spectacular in this film. And as Gale, and I just loved her performance as well. And then you have Aaron Taylor Johnson. This man, what can't this man do? He is so good as Ryder in this film. Every time he's on screen, he commands the screen. Like, it's just, I'm so excited to see where he's going to go. And we've seen him in Bullet Train. We've seen him in other movies since Age of Ultron. And he's just getting better and better. And this one, you really see how good of an actor he can be and is. And I thought that was great as well. Whenever he's on screen, boom. It's just dynamite. And the chemistry between everyone, it feels like they had so much fun making this movie. And it's showcased that they cared about this movie. They enjoyed their time on set. And it's showcased in this movie itself. You feel the love coming out of it. And it was great. The soundtrack was awesome as well. I thought the soundtrack was great. How they tied it into certain scenes and that all worked. Fall Guy is such a fun movie. It really is. The comedic side that they balance it well. Because, you know, sometimes you can be too comedic and it takes away from the emotional tone that you're trying to get at the same time. Like we've seen it with Thor Love and Thunder. When they go in too much of the silly comedic side, it scales to one side and you lose that balance. And now you're kind of like, well, how am I supposed to feel in a scene that I'm supposed to be sad for and supposed to feel something for? I don't, because you're trying to make a joke out of it. But here they got that balance right. So whenever you had the emotional stuff with Cole and Jodie, you felt the impact of that emotionally. And it was never overshadowed by a joke that didn't need to be there. So I really enjoyed that. Like I said, the action is great in this film as well. It really is. I really liked it. There's this one particular scene with Ryan Gosling. You see it in the trailer when he's in the neon suit. That scene was so much fun. And I loved it. I loved the effects that they used for it as well. It just elevated that scene. And the story itself, it was great. I really liked the story of a stuntman who a tragic accident happens to him. He removes himself from that life after he was falling in love with this girl. And now he's come back and he's trying to rekindle things while trying to be a stuntman at the same time. Really love that story. There's obviously a twist in this movie. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect that twist. The trailers did a really good job at hiding the twist. Because they don't showcase you the twist that actually happens in this film, which I think is a great thing. So they didn't actually reveal that. And when you see the twist, I didn't expect it. So I'd be interested to see if people actually picked up on that twist coming or not. But look, it's shot in Australia as well, my home country. And Sydney looked gorgeous, I'll tell you that now. Love the location. You could tell that they shot on location too. Because there is bits where they use the visual effects and the CGI, because you kind of have to. But overall, everything is shot on location. And then when you see the stunt in the movie and they showcase you the stuff behind the scenes of how they did it, it just gives you that appreciation to it. So I think a lot of people are going to go into this movie and have a lot of fun. You're going to get your laughs. You're going to get the emotional story as well. You're going to get great performances. You're going to get brilliant stunts, brilliant action, and you're going to come away very satisfied after this movie. And I feel like this is a movie where you watch it and you're like, I want to go back and watch it as soon as possible. And then you're sitting there and you're like, I want this on Blu-ray as soon as it comes out. It's that type of movie. It's a movie that I want to get. And whenever I'm at home and I'm like, I don't know what I want to watch, bam. You just put on the Fall Guy, and you're going to have a lot of fun with it. You're going to be smiling, enjoying it, and yeah. This movie, man, go and see it. Go and see it. It sheds the light on the stunt people, and it's just a movie that we need to see. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought of The Fall Guy. Did you guys enjoy it? Smash it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe. And peace out.